Hey, Philippe, how are you doing? Excellent. For anyone who doesn't know him, this is Philippe Polman from Echelon Air at Biggin Hill. Philippe's specializes, I think, in bespoke flight training, amongst other things, but he's wandering around Oshkosh and helping us out a little bit while he's there. So it looks like hell, it looks horrible.
It's a really rough place to be this week. There's so many people. This is the busiest Oshkosh we think they've had in a while. I'm just going to turn around here. Behind me is the flight line, and the air show normally happens up here in the afternoons. Over here on the other side of me is the home-built vendors area. So here you see Vans Aircraft, Kit Fox is over there. We have Bearhawk, Zenith Aviation right there. Everybody's here. It's been the busiest. They had on Sunday, the first day of arrivals, official arrivals for Oshkosh, that 8,000 airplanes come in. Normally there's 3,000 or 5,000. It's madness. Everybody's so excited to be let out of the cage.
That's amazing. That's amazing. On your left coming up, I'm going to guess these sport performance aircraft.
There are. It's still in a little bit of a walk.
Okay.
So this airport, I'm walking down the main runway now. It's 2,500 meters long. So we're going to be on this call for a while if you want me to get all the way down there.
No, that's okay. So what have you seen that you've really enjoyed?
So every company is coming out with something interesting this year. We said Skylab Engineering has this incredible, innovative aircraft design. I think there's 8 little electric engines on some wings. There's a picture that maybe we can flash up at some point that paints a picture of something really unique. You know, the beautiful thing about Oshkosh is there's something here for everybody, right? Way behind me, a long walk, is the Warbird section. Oh my gosh, the number of P-51s that have come in, it is incredible, right? Straight up ahead, and hopefully we can get there in time. We're going to Millennium Plaza, and it's the main hub of Oshkosh, where some of the biggest boys come in. Yesterday, and it might still be there today, we're going to have a look now, was one of the Luftwaffe's A400s came in for a quick visit, waving the German flag. Say what you will about an American air show with the Luftwaffe here, but here they are. This is interesting. Right behind me now, this is the most famous sign here in Oshkosh. Greets every arrival. It's a classic picture spot. You'll see everybody's taking selfies.
Not so much the golden arches, more the brown arch of Oshkosh.
It's the brown arch, but it's a famous brown arch. It means that you've arrived back at Aviation Mecca. So off to my right now are a bunch of workshops, right? Cool thing about it, it's the EAA, the Experimental Aircraft Association. So if you're building your own airplane, which most of these airplanes are home built, you can go here and you can practice riveting, composite building, cutting out whatever shapes and sizes, whatever materials you want, but really learn from the experts. That's a cool thing. So a whole bunch of workshops right behind in these trees, where it's about the only respite you get from the humid heat that we would otherwise have here. You have to apply a lot of sunscreen at Oshkosh.
Are you drinking lots of root beer to keep you hydrated?
That's it. Yeah, the more meat, the better. That's what they say. So, the A400 is still here. I see it now. And parked right behind it is a UPS 747 freighter.
They put some funky stuff in there.
We're going to try to get inside.
Wow. I went there one year and there was a Lancaster parked outside, the Canadian Lancaster, and you could walk right underneath it, stick your head in the Bombays, everything. Really good.
That's it. That's what's cool about this show, right? Is that we're all here supporting aviation as a whole, right? A little bit for everybody. But even the military, when they come in their big boy jets, you know, or UPS here with their freighter, they're here just to show it off, right? They're here so we can scratch that aviation itch and get reinvigorated for another year of flying.
I have to say, it seems really busy there. It seems like it's a bit of a boom time.
Yeah, it definitely is. They think that this is going to be around 600,000 people walking through the gates. Wow. Right? Over right there, can you see? Where am I pointing? Right there.
That's the tower.
That is the tower. It's the busiest control tower in the world this week. They're going to have hopefully about 10,000, maybe more movements as the week progresses. Incredible. On the runways, right? So there's 2 runways, one just under 2,000 meters and one about 2,500 meters. Each runway has 4 dots on it. When you come in, you don't talk back to air traffic control. You just follow their instructions. You wag your wings, make sure they understood who you are, and then you land on one of the dots, and you'll be half a mile spaced from other aircraft coming in here. So really, traffic avoidance is very, very, very much on the top of the radar. But as you're flying in, you're at 90 knots, 1,800 feet, following the rail line. You get broken off as you come into downwind or onto base leg, depending on which runway. And then when you're on that downwind or base leg, they'll say land on the green dot. The guy in front of you will be landing on the white dot. Halfway down the runway, you'll be touching down at the same time. It is an experience. So here we are. This is the beating heart of the showground, the main stand. Luftwaffe is still present. Behind it, you can see, we're gonna come around here. Behind it, you can see the nose of, oh, maybe I switched the camera around. No, it's not gonna work. You're just gonna have to look at my smiling face. So behind it there is the UPS 747 with its nose lifted up, so we can go have a look there as we walk around. And this one here from Orbis.org, the flying eye surgery, they're here also showing their wares.
I'll tell you what. I'll tell you what. If you could do me a favor, if you could walk past the 747, if it's in the usual place, just past the 747 on the left will be the Garmin stand, and on the Garmin stand, I think you might find Scrappy.
Let's go have a look. I was looking yesterday and he wasn't here.
No, I think he arrived today. It's a bit of a mystery, but we were all tracking him on ADSB Exchange, and then we kind of lost him, and then he appeared at Oshkosh.
We're having a look now.
So how long are you there for?
Not long enough. I'm actually leaving at the end of today.
Oh, wow.
Here we go. Now we're getting into the crowded areas of the showground. Oh, you can't see it, but I sure can.
Hey, is it cool?
Very custom search and rescue plane. I'm pretty sure that's how he's billing it.
That's right, absolutely.
Here we are. Now underneath the 747 with the nose open. So now what we're doing is we're walking up. I'm going to switch the camera around. We're walking up the main boulevard of the showgrounds.
Yeah.
And this is where on either side you have all the biggest OEMs and biggest aviation manufacturers. They're all sitting here with their wares. I see Huskies up there. Cirrus Aircraft is there. We have Epic, Textron all the way at the end. All right. Are you ready for the grand unveil?
I am ready for the grand unveil.
Do you want to get a sense of how many people are at the show?
Wow.
There you go.
Wow. That's a lot of, there's quite a few people interested in that airplane, isn't there?
Let's go. We'll take a step back. There are a lot of folks here.
There are.
The running joke of the week is that there's no COVID in Wisconsin.
No.
But there will be in 2 weeks' time.
I'm not seeing a huge amount of masks at the EAA AirVenture.
Yeah, let's cut that bit out, shall we?
Wow. It's looking pretty busy there, I have to say.
It is. I think we found the busiest corner at the show today. What else do you want to see?
I think that's good. I think that's a great little trip round. I think.
Oh, you know what's also cool is the Volocopter.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so that's not too far away.
Okay.
So the Volocopter is a eVTOL, right? They're actually going to be flying it today. So maybe what I'll do is I'll try to come down later this afternoon, down to the flight line. They're going to give it the first manned flight is going to happen. Oh, getting hit by a car. The first manned flight is going to happen at 2:45 local time today. So there's no doubt somebody's streaming it somewhere.
Wow.
But yeah, so the volocopter is basically, it's a eVTOL. It's got 18 little motors, 2-seater. The battery packs are fully exchangeable. And it is, I mean, they're pitting it as the aircraft that's going to change urban mobility. So they have a lot of headwinds ahead of them. Regulatory, infrastructure. It's going to be a challenge.
There's a huge number of people invested a huge amount of money in something called urban mobility.
You seen a wacko on floats?
Hey, not any of us seen one.
Now.
I've flown one.
On floats?
Yeah, amphib.
Wow.
Not on straight floats, on an amphib.
I want your job.
It was awesome.
Alrighty. It's coming up here somewhere. I thought it was closer than it is.
Good job it's not hot and you're young.
Oh, yeah. Oh, we had crazy storms. This is another thing about the Midwest in the U.S. You get these crazy storms that roll through. We had one last night. 70-mile-an-hour winds, torrential downpours. And then even this morning, the whole show got off to a slow start. We were sitting underneath a pretty massive thunderstorm cell. And yet, air traffic control was diligently guiding aircraft in. Credit to them.
Yeah, no, they do a great job there. Great job.
It's extraordinary. And you know, they're all volunteers. Everybody here, all the flagger, all the ATC, they're all here on a volunteer basis. And that's what's most remarkable about it. All right, we're here now. What I think might be the coolest flight this afternoon.
Future of urban mobility. Wow. Yeah, I'd
back
go. Wouldn't you?
What's that?
I said I'd give it a go, wouldn't you?
Oh yeah, I don't even think you have to do anything. I think you literally just push a button and she hovers.
I'd read the POH and see what happens.
So you can see the motors.
Yeah.
So the redundancy with the 18 motors, right? It still flies and it'll still hover, even with a few of them out of service. Battery pack in the back, 2 seats right here. I'd say payload's probably a little limited at this stage, but it'll get better.
Very impressive.
There you go.
Is that your favorite thing from the show?
So far. Although I do like the new Cirrus G2 Plus Vision Jet. So credit to Cirrus. They put on a pretty good show here. Their booth has some of the best tunes, great merchandise. Sound like a sales guy for Cirrus. What's going on here?
I don't know. I do know the Cirrus booth is air conditioned, so normally it's quite nice to sit inside the Cirrus booth and enjoy the air conditioning.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. It's a nice respite. And if you haven't seen one of these in person, this color on the Cirrus is a remarkable, punchy color. Give me 2 secs. I'm gonna run for the suspense. Are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready. Yeah, it's the lime green 8000th special edition.
That's right. Yeah, this is commemorating 8,000 SRs made.
That's a pretty good achievement.
You need sunglasses to look at this one. And let's see what's behind.
What have you done with your? There you go.
Oh, there. That's my battery warning. We've been doing this for too long, Ian.
Well, I have to say, it's very much appreciated. In a short space of time, you've covered a huge amount of ground. Oh, look, there's G2 Plus.
There it is. Yeah. So what they're saying with the G2 Plus is they're saying there's up to 20% performance bonus on takeoff.
On the hot and high takeoff.
Right, so really getting it. Yeah, so getting in and out of those high density altitude airports on a hot day, that 20% is going to give us, maybe even 1,000 feet or maybe a bit more of better takeoff performance. So it's something everybody here is pretty excited about. And that's it. This is the view from the showgrounds. What else can I show you?
That's a new style Cirrus booth. They've got a little deck out there, I see.
Yeah. So those of you who've been here before will know that there used to be a tower right about there.
Yeah.
And it was a big tower, mirrored the control tower here at Oshkosh. Well, that one fell down this winter. They had a bit of a storm and the tower came down. So what did Cirrus do? Well, in all their creativity, they said, let's put up a roof deck. Way better to watch the air show. They give you free sunscreen if you go up there.
It's a lot safer. Last year, Ed Hicks climbed up inside the tower to take a picture, and he said it was a little bit sketchy inside.
Yeah, I think, probably needed more repair work than they were giving it. I don't know. But they're going to rebuild it again. They're going to do something new. So next year, the tower will be back. Rest assured.
It'll probably be a tower G2 Plus, I should think.
Yeah, tower G2 Plus. It'll go 20% higher.
Well, Philippe, thank you very much for your time. Thank you very much for rushing around Oshkosh. Enjoy the rest of the day.
It's my pleasure.
Have a safe trip back, and let's get together for a cold glass of water or something when you're back in the UK.
I look forward to it. More pictures coming for you guys to share.
Thank you very much, Philippe. Have a great one.
Thanks. See you guys. See you.
Bye-bye. If you enjoyed that, please do me a favor, like, comment, and subscribe.